बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। तमाम साथियों को या अली मदद। Thank you for joining us this morning. Inshallah, today we will read the new Farman made just a couple of days ago on 5th of July 2026 in Berlin, Germany. Before that, let's call upon the Imam Zaman for help and mercy. या मौलाए मेहरबान, या मौलाए मेहरबान, या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा। या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा, मदद फरमा। या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा, मदद फरमा। या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा। या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा, मदद फरमा। नूर मौलाना शाह रहीम अल हुसैनी हाजिर इमाम, हाजिर इमाम। या मौलाए मेहरबान, तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत व यारी मौला। तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत व यारी मौला। या मौलाए मेहरबान, मदद फरमा, मदद फरमा। We are truly शुक्रगुजार to the Imam Zaman for this Farameen, and Mubarak to all those friends who were able to attend this Didar in the Europe, Berlin, Germany. I will read, and wherever there is some explanation needed, then I would stop and give some explanation. Otherwise, this Farman is for us to read and reflect upon. So may Mola be happy with us, and may we follow this Farman as per Imam's wish. Please recite the Holy Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Farman Mubarak, Nur Mawlana Shah Rahim Al Husaini Hazir Imam, Berlin, Germany, 5th July 2026. Yeah, I am realizing that I am never more happy than when I am with my children and when I am with my spiritual children. And seeing you this morning makes me so deeply happy right now. And you know, when I get applause, I always feel like it is you who should get the applause. So Mawlana Hazir Imam clapped for the Jamaat, and Jamaat clapped with the Imam. I applaud you for being here. I know that getting here was not easy for some of you, but when I say getting here, I mean not just to the Didar, today, but also here to Europe and to these jurisdictions. So well done. And Jamaat applause. I want to start by saying that every didar is special. This is the first didar where we have had applause. This is also the first didar ever in Germany. If there are friends or the Jamaat brother and sister from the Europe, if you could, at the end, maybe unmute and tell us, why would you applause in the middle of the Farman? Because only one time in my lifetime, I have ever seen any sound between the Farman was the Ameen. So if there is a friend or brother and sister from Europe on this line, if you could, and if you know, if you don't, which is fine, if you do, could you please tell us what is the reason for applause? Let me repeat this line again. I want to start by saying that every didar is special. This is the first didar where we have had applause. This is also the first didar ever in Germany. This makes it a historic moment for me and for our community. We have members of our Jamaat here from 20 countries this morning. So it's quite an incredible feat to be gathered here. And I think that we can all give thanks for the blessings of Allah. The Mukhi of Berlin Jamaat has pledged bayah on your behalf. This is a pledge of mutual love and loyalty. I accept the bayah of all those who have pledged. This is a permanent bond of the soul that can never be broken. This is a bond through which we will always be connected. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. And again, as you can see, there is no Amin, but Jamaat applause. And upon that, Imam says, we are going to be here a very long time if you keep clapping. Regarding the bayah, as you notice, in previous Faramin of the Shah Rahim, Hazir Imam, Imam goes a little further and talks about the bayah is given with the love and free will and freedom of the Jamaat. Here, Mullah have changed a little bit of the language, but on the same understanding. And that is that this is a permanent bond of the soul that never can be broken. This is a bond through which we will always be connected. Same understanding, just a little bit different words. This is a pledge of a mutual love and loyalty. So as you can see, it's the same understanding, just a little bit different words. As we already understand that it is all depending on where Imam is and whom he is speaking to, the Jamaat present. And in this German Jamaat or the European Jamaat, Imam uses such words, even that it is the same understanding, but just a little bit different words. And I like the way, I love it, the way Imam put it. In short, this is a place of mutual love and loyalty, a mutual love and loyalty, not the loyalty to the Imam Zaman, a mutual love and loyalty. Because Bayah itself is a two-sided contract between a murid and a murshid. Murid pledges his loyalty to the Imam, that with my tan, man and dhan, I submit and I will follow. And Imam also, taking the bayah, promises that I will guide you throughout my life, as all Imams before me have guided you. I have nothing better in my life than to serve my Jamaat. And those are the words through which Imam promises the Jamaat. And it is a two-sided bond, a permanent bond of the soul that never can be broken. So the promise of the Imam is not only on this side, physical life, but also Imam will be with you and you will be called upon the Imam of the time, at the time of the Qiyamah. This is the bond through which we will always be connected. So you can see how beautifully this words, this paragraph, this Farman is in front of us. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. Ameen. As I was saying, okay, so you do remember that Mullah was disturbed by the clapping in the middle. So Imam says, as I was saying, some of you had difficult and long journeys to attain this desire today, and some of the Jamaat was not able to make it due to their circumstances. I give my special loving blessing to all my murids and to your families, wherever you may be. I give blessings for courage, for strength of Iman, for your good health, for unity in your families and in the Jamaat, for stability in your lives, for your material and spiritual success. Ameen, Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. I give prayers for the safety and security for the Jamaat everywhere. I give prayers for peace. I give special loving blessings for Mushkil Asan. May Allah ease your burdens. And I give special loving blessings for the eternal rest and peace of the Rouhani members of our Jamaat. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. Again, Shah Rahim, our young Imam, is amazing, most merciful, most generous. During the Farman, he says, there is a young man all the way in the back who's been waving the whole time. So Imam waves back. How amazing is this Jamaat and how merciful our Imam is. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. May our soul be sacrificed to the Imam. He is truly, truly most merciful to the Jamaat, to us. My dear Jamaat, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the substantial and meaningful partnership between AKDN and the government of Germany that has spent more than 30 years. We continue to work together with the German government in Afghanistan, Syria, and Tajikistan, and elsewhere. We work in areas including health and energy, climate, resilience, cultural rehabilitation. I look forward to establishing a formal institutional presence of the Imamate in Germany and to the engagement of the AKDN in Germany. Subhanallah. This was a big announcement. Inshallah, soon we will have the Imamate presence or institution established in the Germany, like we have in Portugal, we have in Canada. Subhanallah. Tomorrow, I will meet with senior officials of the German Jamaat, German government, including the federal president and foreign minister, to advance our long-standing relationship with Germany. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the German government. They facilitated your arrival and settlement in Germany. I thank them for their courtesies to me personally, and my Jamaat, and for their support to make this gathering possible. And for those of you from Norway and Sweden, we have a similarly strong relationship with your government, and we work closely to improve people's lives around the world. Ameen. My dear Jamaat, migration is part of human history, and it's part of our Jamaat history. People do not usually migrate from one good place to another good place. Many of you had to leave very challenging environments, leaving your homes and your families, and the familiarity of your culture is not an easy decision. You only do that when your conditions at home are no longer viable. We will read the next paragraph in a minute. If we look at our Islamic history, our Imam's history, and then our Khoja history, and then just a little bit later on, the greater Badakhshan history, all the way from Tajikistan to Afghanistan to Russia, and then upper northern Pakistan and India. Looks like our Jamaat is constantly moving. We are always in move for two reasons: for better opportunities or to get away from the wars and other things, whatever that may be, politically or geographical difficulties. We are always moving. Over 150 years ago, our Indian continent Jamaat, the Khoja Jamaat, in large number moved from India to Africa, from Africa to Europe and Canada. Jamaat from India and Bangladesh to now Pakistan. Jamaat from northern area to the south, Karachi or other cities. Jamaat from Afghanistan and Tajikistan came down into the Pakistan and in other European countries and Canada and America. We are constantly moving, and our history shows that whenever we have followed the Imam and his Farman, his guidance, it always have served us good. We have always found a better home in this new country. We always have found peace, security, and freedom of religion in these new places. Even though it is difficult and challenging, especially leaving our own people and our own culture, is difficult. And it is a difficult decision. But we find a better, secure, safe, free home. And wherever we go, we establish not only ourselves, but our Jamaat as well. And together, we rise and we move forward and we make whatever land we land in, we make that our home. And that is the important part. We do not live in a strange country as a stranger, as foreigners. We live in their country as a native, as we are part of their land. We learn and we adapt to the language first and then the culture. And we take what is best of their culture and we keep our own culture and our own ethics. But we become part of that land, that country, that culture we are living in. And that makes Ismailis most adaptable people on earth. Other people do move, and sometime or most time, they have difficulties adjusting to the environment. But with the Imam's grace and mercy, as per Imam's Farman, we are loyal to the country and the land which have given us space to live in. And that guidance have helped us throughout the centuries. And in recent time, we can see in last 75 years, from 1970s to 2026, a great migration of Ismailis throughout the world. But with Imam's help and prayers and Khanavadan, we have all settled in our places, inshallah. With Imam's mercy and dua, we all, if we are still struggling, inshallah, we will settle in and we will make ourselves at home wherever we are. That is Imam's prayer, and Ameen to that. Imam goes further. I'd like to acknowledge the courage of all those who have had to leave their home. We have had to uproot themselves and come to a place where they do not have foundations yet. I give my best loving blessings to all you families who are not with you. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. Ameen, Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Your journey to arrive into the safety of Europe have also been a challenge. Your presence here today is a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your capacities. This is the story of my Jamaat, indeed. Our recent settlement experience is evidence that Jamaat has the attitude and the support system and the resilience to integrate and to settle successfully. You have the resilience and the support system and the attitude to make positive contributions to your new homes. We have seen this in other countries, in other parts of the world, and in Europe. So, as we discussed just earlier, not only when we go to new countries, we also contribute. We are not freeloaders. We take what is the best of the culture, and in return, we contribute into the culture, into the societies, amongst the people we live in. And Canada, America, and Europe is a great example of that. And do not forget how our presence had made a huge difference in Africa. And still they are making difference after all those trials and turbulence. That is how Imam have guided the Jamaat, and this is how Jamaat have behaved, inshallah. The Jamaat in Europe has grown very rapidly in the last decade. Migrating is difficult. It can come with feelings of isolation or anxiety and challenges to becoming economically stable. In your difficult moments and also in your moments of happiness and success, remember your faith. Your Imam is always watching over you, praying for you, and working for your benefit. Ameen, Ameen. Truly, this is the one thing that keep us moving, keep us going, and keep us safe in our new places of settlement. And that is to know that Imam's dua, Imam's presence, Imam hand is on our shoulder. And Imam is always with us and watching over us. That have always and always have benefited and helped us in the difficult moments where we arrive in a strange land with a strange people with sometimes strange languages. But just knowing and feeling that Imam Zaman is with us have made all the difference in the world. I am strengthening our Jamaati and AKDN institutions. I'm investing in Jamaat Khanas and facilities available for the Jamaat. I guess Imam was disturbed when the applause was taking place. So it seems like this is a continuation of the previous paragraph. the remembrance of Allah and your shukrana for whatever life brings you will always be a source of comfort and protection. Remember Allah every day. In daily life, remember Allah in everything you do. You are never alone. I pray that you stay firmly on Sirat al-Mustaqim, that the practice of your faith is an anchor that will bring you peace and stability in your lives. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. This one theme in the Imam's Farman regarding the remembrance of Allah. If you come in the Quran, you will find the remembrance of Allah is above all the matters. Remembrance of Allah. While you are standing, sitting, sleeping, walking. When you have a second, when you have a moment, when you have few minutes, remember Allah. Keep tasbih in your pocket and remember Him. And give shukrana to whatever this life has given us. Good and bad both are from Allah, and we should be thankful. Even in the difficulties, we have seen how opportunities arise. Within the difficulties, how new places, new homes are given to us. But the key is to remember Allah. In the remembrance of Allah, we find peace, security, the closeness of Allah. And Imam's prayers to stay firmly, not just from Sirat al-Mustaqim, firmly on Sirat al-Mustaqim. That practice of your faith, Mullah says, is an anchor that will bring you peace and stabilities in your lives. Mazbuti on Sirat al-Mustaqim. Be firm, not half-hearted. Be firm on Sirat al-Mustaqim. Kanavadan, Kanavadan, Kanavadan. Ameen. I again acknowledge the courage it took to leave your homes and the lives that you know, that you knew. I also acknowledge the Jamaat who helped you settle and who continue to support you in your new homes. This is how family takes care of itself. This one paragraph, Imam acknowledging those who have taken the Ismaili brothers and sisters into their home, into their Jamaat, into their lives. And that's what family do for each other. We are one Jamaat, one family. And this is what family do for each other. When a brother or sister needs help, and sometimes even before they ask, we offer our services. Just saying those two words, don't worry. Those two words can make a difference in the life of those who are worried to sick. because they are in a land, a strange land, with a strange languages and strange culture. Your 2 words, don't worry, can make a huge difference in their mind, in their hearts, in their lives. And this is our Jamaat. Doesn't matter where you go. You find your brother and sister, your Jamaat, standing there with open arms to comfort you, to help you. And I have seen this all over the world. How stranger will come and ask you, are you new here? Do you need any help? Are you visiting or are you settling in? I don't know how many times I have been offered a job when I go to a new Jamaat Khana for visit. Are you settling here? Are you looking for a job? Those are the people Imam is acknowledging. Inshallah, we will do the same for the others who are just coming in and settling in. Inshallah ta'ala, we will help each other as we rise. We will help all others rise with us. One of the strengths of our Jamaat is that we have a strong community spirit. We like to help each other, and we are good at helping each other. Subhanallah, subhanallah. Indeed, so true. With Imam's help and mercy, this is how we help and stay together and rise together, inshallah. So work together with respect for each other, with respect for each other's heritage and culture. This unity in the Jamaat will create a sense of belonging, and it will give you confidence, and it will, inshallah, bring you success and happiness. Ameen. If you live far away from Jamaat Khana, come together in smaller groups, maintain contact with each other. When possible, let that be face-to-face contact. I would like to take a minute on this paragraph. Those of you who have come from Africa into the other Jamaat now, in Canada, USA, or European Jamaat, you will remember your parents, your grandparents would have Jamaat Khanas in their home. I remember the Farman of our 48th Imam, Imam Aka Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi. May our soul be sacrificed to that Imam. That if you are only 2 in your home and you have a family, then the husband be Mukhi and wife would be Kamadiani. And come together at the time of prayers, come together. And if you are living far away, then in a smaller group, come together. And whenever possible, also meet, invite them into your homes, and come face to face so you may know each other. You do want to know your brother and sister in your tariqah. If you cannot come to Jamaat Khana, then still stay connected to your friends in Jamaat or strangers in Jamaat. If somehow you can gather them, come together. And whenever possible, invite them in your homes so you may know them, have a face-to-face contact. We have done this in the past. We have done it during the COVID time, and we are still have the same understanding that how do we stay connected with the Jamaat, because our Imam is one, our father is one, our guide is one, and we are one Jamaat. So let me finish with this paragraph. We take care of each other, and we also take responsibility for ourselves. Your parents, your grandparents, your wider families have also made sacrifice for your current and future well-being. So our responsibility, the Jamaat's responsibility, and your personal responsibility is to ensure that this sacrifice was not wasted. Make the most out of every opportunity that you can. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. So inshallah, we will start tomorrow from this point on. Let me stop here.